I do a lot of dark comedy, and this has even gotten very dark for me.
So what I really do appreciate about your podcast and your comedy is, like, you are a very informed guy. You keep up with it. You know what's going on in politics, at least more than the average guy. When you speak, I can tell you're more, well versed than I am, and it's good. I almost get like my news from you sometimes, Tim Dillon. Is that a good sign or a bad sign?
I just speak with a lot of certainty.
Yeah.
So even if I don't know something, or if something, I'm on shaky ground. I'm a Long Island sales guy in my heart. You know what I mean?
Well, you have the voice that's like, that guy spent nights smoking cigars and a glass of whiskey.
So when I was 20 years old, I was coked out of my mind, calling people on the phone, telling them I was a financial advisor. So,
do I live with you?
Yeah. I don't know if I would get news from me, but I'm not a bad voice in the chorus,
Yeah, well, I think what's good is you do kind of play it somewhat down the middle, where, like, I don't think you're a full-blown tinfoil hat conspiracy theory guy.
I'm not.
But you're not like a sheep who's just following, whatever everybody says.
Yes.
You had a tweet. You sent a tweet about a week or so ago that just said, all we should do is just question these billionaires when they stand to profit, and they might want to do weird shit to you.
I mean, Bill Gates, there was an article recently in the Daily Mail. It was like, hey, Bill Gates was thinking about shooting a missile full of dust at the sun to dull it for climate change so that the sun won't be as strong. And I'm like, maybe let's just discuss that. Maybe let's just run that through the before we just hand over, the sun to a guy. That's all I'm not anti-vax. I'm not anti-progress. I'm just like, these guys right now have Batman villain wealth.
Yeah.
Meaning the fact that he could even think of doing that, the fact that he could sit home and go, what are we going to do about the sun?
Let's do a dust missile. A dust missile sounds good.
How about a dust missile? And he had to say to Melinda, he's sitting there at the table, he goes, honey, what about a dust missile at the sun? And she goes, that seems nice. We have to watch these people, because these are the same people that say, progress is so inevitable that everything's got to be AI and robotics. And I'm like, can't we slow it down a little bit? Can't we slow it down, so that, we don't replace all of the workforce with robot. Like, I just think we just got to stay in the conversation.
See, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think that's smart. I just don't do it. And my question for people like you are like, are you tired a lot? Like, dead serious. Like, are you like when I'm done for the day, when this thing hangs up, I'm done thinking. I'm done. I've thought for an hour and I'm out. And
the way I described it, Tim, is like in the Matrix in the movie when he's like, you can take the red pill or the blue pill. Yeah. I don't know which color is which, but John takes the opposite pill of you. He just doesn't want to know, doesn't care,
I'm about 2 years from that.
Okay, see, that's what I was saying that to my girlfriend today.
Yeah.
Where we were arguing about whether would you want to know if aliens exist if no one would ever believe you? And I said, sure. And she's like, but no one will ever believe you. I go, well, I don't fucking care. I'd be like, you're an idiot. I'm right.
Yeah.
And just because I've been arguing for 10 years about it. And I was like if I read that Bill Gates thing, which I would just go, fucking ridiculous. And I put it down. That I agree it's crazy and stupid and we probably shouldn't do it. But I wouldn't project that into the world, because I'd be like, fight with me and I don't want to deal with that.
Part of what I do, right, as a comedian, I got to find things that make me laugh, right? So when I read that article, the first thing that happened was I just started uncontrollably laughing, because it was like, experts warn that Bill Gates shooting missile of dust at sun could be a calamity, And I just thought it was funny. Like, everything that I get into, for the most part, a lot of it is because I think something is funny or that I can make it funny. Not everything, but a lot of things, whether it's the Bill Gates thing or something, I look at it like I'm obsessed with real estate shows, right? Because I think they're hilarious. Like, I cackle at real estate shows like a psychotic person, like the Joker, because I love how fake they are. And I love the how we're in this crazy economic recession, depression, whatever we are, and the shows on TV are like, this is a $75 million stunning estate in Malibu, and you're like, and then the news is like, coronavirus vaccine several years away, 30 million Americans lose jobs, and then you're watching this show about a guy who's having a water slide installed from his room so that it can go to the Pacific Ocean. And there's something so funny about, it's just such a wild time in our history when those are the options.
Right. Yeah, you're one or the other. Yeah.
You're one, you could be fucked totally, or you could be walking around an $80 million house going, this doesn't do it for me.